Hello again everybody and welcome back to a chassis series catch-up video. So obviously we're back in the lights with this one. If you watch it in order, this was obviously after the escalation pack came out, so this might seem a bit jarring compared with the majority of the lights that will have been recorded back at a time before things like ER mediums and rotary autocannons. So we're looking at the Osiris, the 4D variant. I believe it's the 4D, just a quick double check, just because I can't brain sometimes, but I want to just make sure I'm saying the right one. Yes, the 4D. This was a variant that was created during the Fedcom civil war between House Davian and House Steiner, and it was more of a kind of necessity refit of the production line rather than something that was specifically designed, basically to cut down on the amount of time it would take to build the Osiris and get it out on the front line. The missiles and the ballistics were completely dropped, which allowed engineers to quickly modify it to add an extra laser in the form of a medium pulse for shorter range, slightly higher damage, and a few more jump jets to increase its jump range. So it still retained the same speed profile, which is a very good thing for the Osiris, but allowed it to be far more manoeuvrable in the air, probably closer to the actual Clan Dragonfly that it was trying to emulate as in terms of jump distance. But obviously it still means it's quite a fragile mech, like the standard Osiris 3D. So in terms of MechWarrior Online, the 4D is a all-energy variant. It comes with 6 hardpoints for your laser weaponry of your choice. Compared to the other Osiris version, the standard one, the 3D, this means that it sacrifices its 2 ballistic and 1 missile slot for an extra energy, but it does allow you to have 8 jump jets instead of 4, so you can get quite a good jump height from it. And as I say, combined with the speed potential of the Osiris, it means you can get quite a good jump distance out of it when you're running at full speed. And the Osiris is an incredibly fun mech, at least I've found it to be personally. Punching against mechs that are out of position, it's got the speed to be able to position, fire, maneuver, position, fire, maneuver. It can be a fantastic harasser with its ER mediums, or whatever you decide to put in. But I really think it's stunningly good in its intended role with the weapons that it comes with. I've not seen many alternate builds, but I have seen a dual ER large build on this thing, and I honestly just think it's a bad idea. Just don't do it. The Osiris actually works better when it can get closer and use more of the terrain for cover rather than standing in a more open position just sniping at extreme range. You won't do anywhere near as much damage, and you probably won't get as many kills. So I think if you are going to run it, this thing is better in medium to short range than it ever is at long range. I think it's a real testament to the sort of the handling of the Osiris. It reminds me a lot of running a Locust currently, in that you can do a lot of damage very quickly because you can stay mobile, but obviously any sudden strike against your mech is going to get you killed. If you stand still too long, or if you decide to blunder into a large number of enemy mechs at the same time. And that's what the cool thing is about running the Osiris, is that it is something that you have to be very careful with every decision you make. And sometimes it can go really well for you, and sometimes it can go really bad for you. But you get a bit, I don't know about anyone else, but I always get a bit daring, like attacking this king crab. Like, point blank, he could have focused his weaponry on me, but he chose not to, which is lucky. But if he had, I would have taken either almost crippling damage or just been outright killed. But I think that's one of the high damage potentials of this mech. It's hot, granted. Once it does sort of hit the kind of red line area, it's difficult to lose that heat, which does necessitate chain fire, at least for me. And I'm sure if you make your own custom build, you can more easily manage that heat build-up. But I do find it to be a hell of a lot of fun to play around with in MechWarrior Online. One of the best lights they've introduced in a long time, and yeah, I look forward to just playing more and more of the Osiris as time goes by. Really, definitely one of my first choice lights if I can get it. So yeah, the 4D is just as good as the 3D in my opinion, because the 3D is good with its missiles and its ballistic, but if you just want something that allows you to focus, like getting the damage, getting the kills, or being a scout without having to worry too much about ranges for your other weapons, the 4D is likely something that you will enjoy more. Now I know there's others in the game. There's the 1v, 2v, and the P variant and stuff. Those aren't official variants of the Osiris. There's only one other, which is the 5D, which is a Jihad era variant, which comes with a heavy PPC. But that means it has XL gyros and a few other things that obviously aren't in MechWarrior Online. I have built a 1v with a heavy PPC, and that's a lot of fun as well. Because again, you stay at medium to short range, you hit, you move, you hit, you move, you hit, you move. You play it exactly the same way. You just basically have an energy Gauss rifle. It's a lot of fun. When I come back round to doing the other variants within the chassis, I'll get a video of that up, and basically it just gives me more stuff to do, doesn't it? More videos to create more gameplay for you all to see, not y'all, as that guy there in the chat saying, because he's pissed because he died, and then he's having to go at everyone else who obviously weren't as good as he was. Got to get good, right? Y'all sniping, and you don't want to be doing that. And it's like heavies and stuff should be sniping. What a knobhead. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next time. Bye.